Frank. Presented by Jeep continues right now on ABC Action News Now.
Yeah, my agent just tweeted me.
Did he?
Yeah,
He's
he
upset with you, isn't he?
You're I can't say.
Nah. I mean, it could be so many different things he could be saying.
I don't really have an agent. I don't need an agent.
You don't?
No.
No.
What I need is for you to call. Now, I don't know what you want me to do
I mean, speak to the choir.
to make you call, but call. Okay? Where's the number? Maybe we need to put it up there.
It's right here in front of you. Come on.
Well, for the folks that are
It rifles through the hashtag.
813-367-0171.
You can almost put a
I don't want
that.
one person to tweet me anymore, okay?
But I have a tweet. I just got a tweet. I'm going to read it.
What do you got?
All right. Joel Verlin at Sports Shuffle tweeted saying
That's
and
what I
asking
got, some
us.
Sports Shuffle
Yeah,
thing,
he
too.
tweeted both of us. Thank you, Joel, for tweeting.
Thanks,
Asking us, what does the acquisition of Trendon Holiday mean for the Buccaneers? And
They got shorter.
they got short. He is okay
He's
now.
5'5".
Now the background on Trendon Holiday, a kick return specialist.
Yes.
Played with the Broncos.
Absolutely.
I believe was on the Giants practice squad or on their
He
during
came from
training
the
camp.
Giants. He
Yeah,
came from the
got
Giants.
cut. Bucks picked him up this week after cutting Solomon Patton. So hopefully this will give a boost to the Buccaneers return game, which has not pretty much been non-existent.
Well, listen, when he was with the Broncos,
was good.
This dude returned, like, I think it was 2 kickoffs and 2 punt returns.
Yeah, rated
He's
one of
had-
the fastest guys in the league.
He's had more returns in 2 years than the Buccaneers have had in their franchise. So,
They're due.
what do you think?
Yeah.
And he's 5'5". They should put him in a backfield.
They should.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the problem is he can fumble. There's
Yes,
been
he
knock
does.
on him
That
he's
is
fumbled,
his
and that's
Achilles heel.
right. That is the
Yeah,
problem.
it
So
is. He's had 10 fumbles.
Joel Verlin, thank you for the tweet. We'll be reading more of your tweets or calls.
Thank you, Joel. Do we have a guy on the line? We got somebody on the line?
We
Are
do.
you kidding? No kidding. We got somebody on the line?
This
Hello?
This could be our favorite caller. Is this who I think it
Hello?
is?
Do we have anybody on the line? Hello?
Hey, yeah. Jim in Port Richmond, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
Jim, where have you been the last few weeks? We've been waiting for you.
You know.
Thanks for calling, Jim. Oh, I missed you.
Got things to do. Yeah, I figured I'd get off my ass and call you, you know.
That's about time. Thank you.
Hey, listen, I'm calling about Daquan Bowers and Lane Kowalski, whatever, with getting suspended for the illegal, you know, I guess, weight medication, whatever they
Jaworski
were
Lane?
taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaworski. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, I don't mean to sound disrespectful to these guys, but do they not know how to read, you know, ingredients on a medicine bottle?
No, they don't. No. You know what? Listen, I think it's all BS. You know what I think? And I'll tell you what I think. I think that this was a suggestion that they take this and hoping to God they didn't get tested. That's what I think. How can you be that stupid?
I mean,
seriously, how can you be that stupid?
Can you not read a label?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
These guys have college education, so they can't read a label on a bottle. I'm assuming probably they're taking, you know, like just some type of over-the-counter diet stuff or something.
Now,
they
some
can't
of,
read a label.
But to be fair, some of them haven't graduated college. But still, you don't need to be graduating college.
Maybe it's too small. Maybe the print is too small. You see, look what I do.
You don't need to be graduating college to not be able to read
Is that my
labels.
agent again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
But no,
Okay.
you bring up a good point because I think you're the kind of the voice of reason and the voice of the Buccaneers fans. Because how could you be getting busted like this? How, like little things like this?
Well,
But-
I don't know. I find it incomprehensible to lose players because of diuretics. All right, to lose weight. I just find that just stupid.
What happened- and
That's
this-
just that's dumb. That's just
I'm
dumb.
I'm going to sound like you, Tom, here in a second. You
I mean,
would
these
say
guys
in this.
make $1 million. They can't hire a dietitian or something. Don't
Well,
the
no.
Bucs have a dietitian on staff?
Well, Jim, the problem is they do have that. Apparently, for these certain players, it's not working. But I'm going to sound like you, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened, old-fashioned laps after practice.
Yeah. I mean, go sit in a wrestling room. You know.
Yeah, easier said than
You know,
done. I know.
go in a sauna. Do something. But my God, man.
Right.
You know, they have nutritionists, by the way. Okay, thank you for the call. Appreciate
We have
it.
another caller coming up, too.
Okay, they have nutritionists.
Thank you,
right?
Jim.
They have nutritionists. All right. They tell them what they need to eat. That in itself should help you lose weight. If you can't lose weight, you're eating bonbons and ice cream. All right? I'll tell you that for a fact because when I was on vacation, I was slamming frickin' ice cream. This Moose Tracks, I'm going to shoot the person that invented this stuff. I gained 5 pounds. Well, maybe it was 10. But anyway, all right? And my wife says,
No one's counting.
all right? You know why? That's why. Because they're eating crap.
What was your saying about if someone's not playing? What's your saying that you always say? You're not going to...
Oh, you can't make the club in a tub, bub.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
You just
I
can't
love
make
it.
the
That's
club
great.
in a tub.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's on the line?
We have Richard on the line. Richard, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? I'm in Palm Harbor, Tom. Good to hear you guys.
It's a pleasure, Richard. How you doing?
Hey, you're great. I love the show. The concept's great. I got a question about McCoy's comments today about the defense and stuff.
Yes.
He's calling the guys out and stuff. Where does that go when a captain's calling them out? Is it good or bad or what? You know, Lovey said, well, that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go there with that question. And the second thing I had was Daquan Bowers, see you, man. I don't think that cat's got what it takes to play for the Bucs, bottom line. I love you guys. See you later.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
Richard, great point, because I also agree this is going to be the end of Daquan Bowers. If it's not after the suspension, it's going to happen after the end of the year. But what Gerald McCoy did today is what this team has been pretty much needed the entire season. It needed last season when they started the season 0-8. You need a captain to step up sometimes, and you have to put them on blast, because that's the only way you're going to be able to, the analogy of lighting a fire in them, because if you don't do that, and Lovie Smith is a great player's coach, he's not one to get in your face like a Greg Schiano, you sometimes need that, a kick in the pants, I guess you could say. You need to do that.
And I'm not going to say that this was, perfectly timed.
It wasn't.
But the fact is we've been calling for this, folks. This is not,
Yeah.
I've been waiting for it. I'm waiting for it for 8 weeks for somebody to step up and say we suck, all right? And we shouldn't. And he came out and he said, the one word, as Greg Auman said, soft.
Soft.
You never call a defensive player soft.
Or any football player.
All right,
for that
in the
matter,
National
yeah.
Football League, he called them soft.
Yeah.
And that in itself spoke volumes. That was the biggest four-letter word that could put a dagger in the stomach of the Buccaneer defense, and they're going to have to man up. Because I said after that Baltimore game, the very first thing came to my mind is, and if you were watching on ABC Action News, it said this: cannot wait for that game in 2 weeks against Minnesota, because we're going to find out which one of these players give a damn and which ones don't, and we're going to find out, and that's why I think that they are going to man up on Sunday.
And Richard, you still on the phone? You still on the line?
No, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
still
yeah.
there,
Okay,
yeah.
Richard, got a question for you.
I thought he hit the road.
Okay.
No, he's still there. Thank you. Thank
Go
you.
ahead,
You're still
go
there.
ahead.
Richard,
Yeah.
who do you think should walk the plank this week then?
You know what? I got a lot of questions about a lot of things that happened with this team.
Well, I mean, there's so
From
many.
the
But if you had to pick one person, who would you want to walk the plank? There's so
You know
many.
what?
I know. It's tough.
I think obviously he's gonna go.
Okay,
Okay.
Daquan. All right.
Well,
All right.
They got to make a choice here on this defensive situation, because there's absolutely no pressure on the quarterbacks whatsoever. You look at pass rush; these guys are playing at like a Division III college school in the pass rush.
That's a great point.
I question that.
Great point. And you know what? And I don't care who you've got at middle linebacker, corners, safeties. If you don't have a pressure up front in a cover two, you're screwed. It's over. That is where it all starts and ends, is up front. Bringing up a great point, and I appreciate the call, Richard.
Yeah,
Thanks
Richard.
a ton, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, don't be a
Yeah.
stranger. All right.
All right. Call in next week, too, because we want to hear more of your questions, and we'll be doing this Walk the Plank segment the entire rest of the season. Okay, now on the type of the show, we have a new segment we call Buc Shot. It's where we put a timer on the screen, a clock.
Got a clock?
I'm going to give Tom
10 minutes.
Actually, 60 seconds, a minute.
60.
10 questions, a series of 10 questions.
Okay.
And you got to answer them as fast as you can before
Okay.
the timer runs out.
Okay.
So, without further ado, Christy J, our producer and directors extraordinaire over there, start the clock when I begin reading this first question now. Tom, who will start this Sunday, Glennon or McCown?
Glennon.
Okay. Mike Glennon will start more games the rest of the season than
Yes.
McCown. The Bucs defense will hold an opponent under 20 points a game this season.
No frickin' way.
I knew you were going to say that. The Bucs offensive line, we talked about this, will allow at least 2 sacks against the Vikings.
Yes.
Okay. Sticking with the number
By the
theme.
way, I think they will. They will score. They will keep on some.
Okay, you got 30 seconds. I'm only halfway through
How
yet.
the hell would it? Rewind it.
The Bucs will win more than 4 games this year. I asked Greg this question last week, and he says they will.
What?
win more than 4 games this year.
Will
they
they?
did start the clock.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, damn right.
All right.
Listen.
Will they win more than 4?
Hell yeah.
All right. Daquan Bowers. Here's what we teased
night.
earlier in the show. Will the Bucs cut him before the end of the year, or will they re-sign him?
I don't know. You know, Lovey, he doesn't have anybody, so Daquan probably going to stick.
All right, we talked about a tweet from Joel Verlin about Trendon Holiday. Will he return a kick for a touchdown at some point the rest of the year if he doesn't get cut by then?
Does that include practice?
No. I got 3 more left. You got 27 seconds. Okay, with the trade deadline 5 days away, we talked about this with Greg. Will Vincent Jackson be traded?
No.
The Bucs give up an average of 34 points a game, an NFL worst. Will they give up more than that on Sunday?
No.
Our last question. Will the Bucs earn their second win of the year against the Vikings?
I'll let you know in a minute.
I see what you did there. Okay, you had 6 seconds to spare.
Yes.
But,
see? Well,
but you
not
know,
really.
if they would have, if they didn't re-rack that,
Yeah, but all you got to do is just say, hey, start the clock again, and they start the clock
I'm
again.
going to have to talk to you guys about not doing that next
Can we
week.
make it a minute and a half? Anytime you got to ask me, you got to make it a minute and a half, because you know me.
We heard Richard, our caller, call in just a little bit ago asking us, or telling us that he wants Daquan Bowers to walk the plank.
Sure.
We want to know who you guys think. We still have a lot more time left, 15 more minutes left in the show.
That's all we have?
15 more minutes. Time
Are you
flies.
kidding me?
Time flies when you're having
Get
fun.
out of here.
Yeah, we want to know.
Really?
Who do you want to walk the plank? We're going to let you know coming up at the end of the break here.
All right, and like I say, and I'm going to say this one more time. Okay? Flash the number.
That's not a paperweight. That's a phone.
Number up. Sit up. Number up, JJ.
There it is.
There it is. Okay? Do it, Pruitt. All right, I know, here's your thing.
All right. Yeah, you know the number, and don't be afraid to tweet either, even though Tom says he's going to not read them.
No, you
I
know,
will read them.
honest to God, I got tweets. Here, I'll give them to John. I got tweets up the yin yang. I can't say what they're on here. We'll be back.